Welcome back. Hope you got the result. So let's see what I write and compare your result with my code. So remember one thing, that to solve a problem always there will be more than one solution. So your solution may be better than mine. Okay, yeah, just compare the result and whatever the code you wrote, that's fine. So the first one, we would like to see the instructor ID and instructor name and who registered as a student. So this is very basic inner join. So we have instructor ID and name, and we have student ID and name, and we know that this instructor ID and student ID are in same group. So if you join instructor ID with student ID, you will get the common result. If you join means if you do inner join between student ID and instructor ID, then you will get the result of student and instructor common. Okay, select so i.id, i.name from instructor I, join student S on i.id is equal to s.id. Okay, so we are selecting instructor ID and name from instructor and student table based on student ID and instructor ID, which should be equal. So David, Alex, Gia, these three are, Alex is 2 times, so Alex registered for 2 times, 2 courses. So David, Alex, Gia, David 2 is there here, Alex 4 is there here, and Zia is there here. So Zia registered for a course, but registered as a student, but she not registered any course, but our join condition is on ID. So if you want to put one more condition, like if they registered as a registered as a students, which answered our question actually, so just to make sure, so these 3 lines are the answer to the first question. But if you want to make sure more, where course is not null, then we removed Zia because Zia registered as a student but she don't have any course yet, and we have duplicates, right? Alex, so you can remove that with distinct. This is the result. So this is the final answer to the question 1. Let's see question 2. So even though if you are not applied where condition or distinct condition, that's fine, that is the answer actually. So I just fine-tuned the result. Okay, this is a little bit tricky. So number of registrations per course, you can use aggregate functions and inner join. So let's start with select star from, so obviously we need course table C, inner join with student table, because why I am considering course and students, so let me answer that first. So here we need number of registrations per course. So registrations are there in student table and course details are there in course table. So that's why I am selecting, because we need course ID and course name and their registrations. So we need course table, and registrations are there in student table. That's why I am considering course and student table. Okay, let's go with the common field between these two is, if I do the join on ID of student ID and instructor ID, that doesn't make any sense, right? So I want the courses which are registered. If I take all the courses, it's not required. I need only those courses which are registered by students. So that's why I would like to go with s.course is equal to c.id. Good. So if we execute this, so I got all the courses which are registered by students and every field is there. And let me order by course ID. c.id. So we have C1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. So I am expecting a column. I don't want all these columns. Okay. ID, name, and instructor ID. All these columns, instructor ID, name, price, course. I don't need this. So I want another new column, calculated column, which shows the count of this entries. So okay, so count is always, remember, count means it's aggregate function. So they are asking something aggregate function. So first the fields what we need is c.id and c.name, comma, count means count star, and order by should be the last, and we use the aggregate function here, so we need group by and the projection fields. Okay, this is our final result. C1 1 entry, C2 1 entry, C4 and C5 2 entries, C6 and C7 are 1 entries. So as I said earlier, always any problem will have more than one solution. So this is my solution. You may approach in different way, or you may solve in different way. That should be fine, as far as the result should be same. Okay, so let's see the third one quickly. So here it's simple one, but the trick is you need to use more than one join. So let's take our original join. So this is okay. So before going to that, let me explain you why I said we need more than one join. So instructor who registered for their own course. Okay, so we have two options here. One is instructor ID and student ID, and another is instructor name and student name. So you can bring, if you join instructor ID and student ID, then you will get instructors who are also students. And if you join with course, if you join with instructor ID with student ID, then you will get same, like who are the student as well as instructor. But if you join with ID and course ID in the course table ID and student table course, then you will get the courses which are registered. But how we will get instructor who registered for their own course? Okay, let's see. So we don't have course details here, so let's start with course. Select, let's take first start from course C Energine student is c.id is equal on c.id is equal to s.id s.course. Okay, so this is my join condition. Let's run this. So we got all the courses which are registered by students, and we need to observe the result. So if you see here, you see the second record where the instructor and student both are same, and here instructor and student are not same, here instructor and student not same. No. Okay, we have only one record which is number 2 where instructor and student both are same. So and join C dot, so what is that, C s dot instructor. Okay, instructor is from course table, so C dot instructor is equal to s dot id. Okay, so I got the result of Alex. Alex is registered for his own course. So it's a Udemy course, so you can register for your own course once you publish. So it's not the course what in university, it's a Udemy course. Okay, so we put more than one join between two tables. So we consider only two tables, course and student, and we joined course IDs and student and instructor IDs. So that's how sometimes you may need more than one join to get the result. Okay, so that's all about the inner join. We'll discuss about the outer joins in next sessions. Thank you.